to Dorothy.
Dorothy.
And
Mary and Dorothy.
Mm-hmm.
Should be moved to Dorothy's property.
Did you know they're twins?
Yes, you wrote that down.
Trustees. Glendora and Franklin are the initial trustees. Brad Sachs, friend of Franklin.
And Glendora.
White Plains, New York. 10601.
He was the first successor trustee. He was the first successor trustee.
He resides in Mount Kisco, Westchester. 914-323-6468 and 914-671-5917. He is a lawyer. Do not hold it against him.
You don't like lawyers.
We know that. Glendora's trust banker is Karen Galasso at Chase Bank, 3112 Route 22, Paterson, New York, 12563. 845-878-4314.
Now someday we'll all get in your lovely van and we'll go down and then you can sign the bank document. The trust is very well funded, folks. It's a lot of cash. A lot of cash.
No probate. You understand that a living trust does not have to go to court. It does not have to be probated. Indeed, nobody has to know about it but me.
But the trustees.
but the trustees. This is why the document is called a living trust. It passes from one trustee to the next living trustee. When Glendora dies, the trust lives on. The trustees extent.
Extant.
Extant.
Mm-hmm. But that means the trustee's living.
Oh, okay. We'll have to appoint a next generation trustee, so start looking for a 2-year-old.
That'll be Noah.
Well, making a 22-year-old right in Noah. Well, Heather's almost 22. So. A living trust incorporates a will. It is called a pour-over will. Anything not stated in the trust, anything spilled over, goes to me, Glendora Franklin Living Trust.
Goes to thee.
To the Glendora Franklin Living Trust for the preservation of the
Pro se
public access
newspaper
museum.
Yeah, you understand that, folks? You understand that, Greg? I think I explained it to you that if I forget to say anything goes to the trust, it is to go to the trust.
Okay.
If I've forgotten it, that's called a pour-over will. Oh, wait, there's something missing here. I think I made a mistake. What I am saying is, I'm going to ask Barbara Slater if she would be the durable power of attorney for health care. That means no tubes.
Yeah, you don't want anything done.
No, and then I was going to ask Linda if she would be, that's the next paragraph, 44, okay, if she would be the durable general power of attorney.
Okay.
And you know that cancels the minute I die?
Really?
Yeah. The durable general power, and also yours does, Barbara.
Power, then.
Okay.
Yeah, a power of attorney goes when the person dies.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Do you know that, Greg?
So what does it have to do? I mean, before you die, you
well, suppose I get disabled. Yeah. That's what it's for.
Oh, okay. To make decisions for you or whatever.
Yeah, if I get disabled. That's what it's for.
Gotcha.
And you know everything's in here, so that's in case.
Because we had to choose a power of attorney after my mother died to dispense of the estate. That was a different power of attorney.
Yes.
Okay. Since she is in a hospital nursery.
That's because Barbara, I wanted Barbara to be
a hospital nurse, retired.
Yeah, because
Glendora, like Barbara Slater, to be a durable power of attorney for health care. No tubes. Glendora, like Barbara's sister, Linda Dixon, to be, oh, she spelled it right, to be the durable general power of attorney.
Yes, now here's the form. And you see this general power of attorney, Linda, you see where Brad Sachs' name is?
Right.
You see that, Greg, where Brad Sachs' name is? Down at the bottom of the page right here, honey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll just put your name in there and your address. And then we have to go and have it notarized if you want to go to the next page. And this will be the same form as you see here. You see that, Barb? Same form, it's on page 16. see that?
Over here.
Yep, that takes care of all those things. I say yes, 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 yes. Sign my name, Glenn, Glenn, Glenn. And then over here, it's notarized. So someday we'll go to the bank here in
Okay.
Kinderhook, and we'll make out a new one of these and have it notarized. Now we go to Barbara's, which is the,
Who's
19,
Ivan?
page 19.
Who's
We're gonna
Ivan?
change this to Barbara.
excuse me, honey?
Who's Ivan Pinerio?
On page 18.
He was a witness. Just
Oh,
a-
okay.
Okay.
Just a witness.
This somebody from the bank.
Okay.
Okay.
So on page 19, we changed Brad Sachs to Barbara.
Yes,
Just like that.
yes. 'Cause she knows about those things. That's page 19, 20, 21.
Okay.
No, that's the end of those forms. So is that all right with you, ladies?
Okay.
Number 41, there is a roll of plastic in the museum to cover the tops of the columns and to cover the recorders.
That means to keep the dust out.
A tube of caulking is in the paint boxes for columns
4,
4,
box 2.
43, the index to the museum is in the upper right drawer.
Right here, sweetie.
Desk 2.
This is desk 2, and
That's your index.
here is the index. I was out working on it today. Here is the notebook that you worked on so nicely. You remember that? You fixed. And this is the notebook. And this is the index. Just a moment, folks. There, this is the index. It's about, okay?
Tells where everything
You
is.
remember how you worked on that, Barb? And Walter?
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
Remember how you went through that, made the index? You know, like, this is column 6, and then these were the boxes,
Yeah,
remember,
yeah, right.
Walter?
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
called out
Yeah.
them, and
Yeah, we went over
Barbara
this.
put them in. And Greg, I know, he's worked on these a lot. He knows a lot about this. Okay, that will be right in here, is what I'm telling you.
Yeah, okay.
Everything.com, oh, no. On page 23.
Oh, I'm missing that.
Oh, you're missing it?
Missing what, babe?
I think I'm missing page 22 and 23.
Well, now that could be. You want 22 and 23.
But she's not missing out on our copy though.
There's nothing on the back of here.
Okay,
Page
so,
21, 22 is nothing on it.
22 is, where's our
22 is blank.
so 23 I'm
blank.
missing.
23 she's missing.
Would you look through here? These are the overruns. And see if you see page 23. She's missing.
27, 25, 23, this one here.
Here, could
22
you,
is blank.
you want me? I'll give you a staple puller.
Okay.
Walter, have you seen this
Yeah.
newfangled staple puller?
Yes.
It's much better than the old ones. Look, you just go like this. Isn't that better than the old one?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Okay,
Okay. The index to the museum is in the upper right drawer, desk 2.
Right here.
Together with the museum. What is it?
Say again?
100 with the
Right,
museum.
100. Together with the
Index.
museum 100?
Number 43, the whole thing.
The
The
index.
index to the museum is in the upper right drawer, desk 2, together with the museum
log.
log.
This is the museum log, right here.
Okay.
Okay.
The trust document is on the starboard column 24.
And I'll show you, Greg knows where that is, because we found the title to the 1993 Lincoln there.
You did find it.
No, the 1993, I still haven't found it. And I've got something to tell you, folks, about that. You know Bonnie Dunham. You met Bonnie Dunham. She was a
Yeah.
teacher, 3rd grade,
Okay.
all her life, 1st grade. And she says, you know, they may never have had a title for the 1980. She says in the old days, you'd sell a car. That was it. The old days you'd sell a car. Nobody
That's
said
right,
anything
you
about
just
it.
passed the
Right.
registration
Yeah,
on.
registration on, that's
You
it,
just passed the
And
registration.
you hand wrote a thing saying, I'm selling my car to so-and-so for $500, whatever it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so there
that's
was,
right.
as long as you have the registration.
That's right.
And Bonnie says, you know, there may not have been any
There,
title for
there wasn't
1980.
back then, as I remember.
You know
buying-
for sure,
I
Bob?
remember buying cars like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Just signing the registration.
after a certain date, that's what they did, and I'm not sure exactly what the date was. I thought the date was
Check
like,
it out, motor
I thought it
vehicle.
was like 77 or 78. I thought
You think so, Greg?
that's what I
Well, we'll
thought.
check it out with
I may be
DMV.
wrong, but
Yeah, we should, because we're going to interview her for the TV show. Her name is Holly Tanner, and she's a sweetheart. If you ever have to go to DMV, let me know.
Okay.
Because Greg and I know Holly Tanner. She was wonderful to us. She made out all our forms
Oh,
herself. We didn't know what to do.
was she the county clerk or something?
And she's also the commissioner of Department of Motor Vehicles. So if you have anything
See,
dealing with
something
those
good to
folks,
know, huh?
let us know. We'll take you down and introduce you to her. So that's what that means. That's a log. That doesn't mean 100. It's a log.
yeah, okay. Got it. Plants need a person and a home.
Yeah, please help my parents.
Coffee plant?
Yeah, the coffee plant is that big one that's, you know the room where the Smiths have put their things to give away?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the mother plant. She's beautiful. She's a coffee plant, and she has the most elegant blossom. Most elegant blossom. Great big magenta blossom. And then her son is Franklin 3, and he's up in the sanctuary.
Oh,
As you
okay.
go in the sanctuary, he's on the right, the first window.
Okay.
Now, do they need light?
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
need sunshine?
yeah, they do. They love sunshine. And I put them out here in the summertime.
Okay.
So if you folks want to take them to your house, but the church is the best place for them in the wintertime. And there's 5-point setters, and guess what? 2 of them are already red.
Oh,
And one
You
goes,
have the best luck with them.
wow.
I
Where do you keep
never
them in the
do.
garage in the dark or something? Where do you keep them?
no, you keep them in, they're in with the Smiths things that they're giving away in the Sunday school room up at the church.
Oh. Okay.
So that's it, and water them twice a week.
Okay.
I guess you'd better do it, Linda, because Barbara says she's no
She's
good
a
at
better
plants.
planter.
Not really, but water 2 times a week.
That's all.
Okay.
Or twice a week.
Please notify Kindhook Reformed Church 518-758-6401. Andrew Hersman at East Chatham, East Corman Road, Farmington.
Check on that one.
Right. Phone 735-631-8273,000.
He said that he would keep a chat with Glendora. Go ahead.
Oh, said he would keep a chat with Glendora going after Glendora goes to heaven. Glennie is deeply grateful. Andrew has missed
Convocations.
convocations.
Has missed convocations. He's missed the last one,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know what that blank is. Oh, it was on August
date.
22nd, and he missed November.
August 22nd
Yeah, he missed November 22nd and August 22nd.
and November 22nd.
And
Yeah.
November?
Yeah, 22nd. You remember when we moved?
Yes.
He may not be able to keep his vow. Bit Penn McCall, Fordham Road, Kindhook.
Devin. He's 16 years old,
Oh, Devon.
and he lives on Fordham Road, the first one on the corner. Do you know as you go onto your road?
Go onto my road from which way?
Linda, you know as you go onto your Fordham Road from Albany Avenue?
Yeah.
His house is the first one.
At the stop sign or before that?
Oh, before the stop sign. Just as you come down Albany?
Yeah.
And then Forks, we're at Forks?
Yeah.
Where it
We're at
forks.
Fort. And I
Okay.
think he's the first on the left, but I've got to get you his number.
Okay. And it probably should be Valatia too.
All right,
I'm
let's
not sure
change
about
that.
now. We better not because
That
possibly
might
that
still be
might still be
Kindhook.
Kindhook right there.
It might not change until
I'm
the
not sure where
next
it
road.
changes.
Oh, I see.
Because Little Farm was Kindhook. And
Oh,
that's really close to Little Farm.
it really is.
So that could be Kindhook. Okay, he knows how to dub discs for the TV stations.
Yes, and he also knows how to stream to the YouTube. But there won't be any new shows,
Right,
so there won't be any streaming to the YouTube.
right.
But he also knows, go ahead,
Okay,
he knows how to label.
as to cablecast date,
Date.
Glendora, as to show number, currently 5260-1, as to TV station, how to wrap, address, return labels,
Yeah.
return addresses, and post.
Yeah.
Glendora pays him $100 per month to do 74 TV stations per month. The show per week, 4 per month, 50 card Victoria, 50. Good Victoria and Andrew take care of the 5 VHS only TV stations.
Oh yeah, I have 5 TV stations that don't have DVD yet.
Really?
Yeah, so that's why we have these. Can you
Wow.
folks see these?
I'm surprised.
Yes, I'm very surprised. That's why we have these. These
Oh,
come,
okay.
those are the 5
Okay.
TV stations.
Okay. John?
Greg knows how to do that. I don't think Devin knows how to do VHS, Greg. How's the VHS combo that I loaned you? How's it doing?
Oh, it's good, but I need the remote control.
We'll do that today. And I found the box number for you if you want to know where it is.
Yeah, we need to know that.
I found it for you, Greg.
Yeah, I can't wait to start doing something with it, but I gotta read the instructions there, get the instruction there.
Column 6, row 4. Greg.
Column 604.
Column 6, row 4 is where those, the remote and
Yeah, I
the,
think I have an idea where that would be there.
oh really?
Just a-
Okay. You want Greg to read now, Linda, or you want
That'd
to
be fine. We're on page, top of page 25, Greg. Take it.
Let's see. John and Jane Dean, does that say?
Yeah.
Dean?
Daisy Dog.
And Daisy Dog might help out. They live at the corner of Route 9 and...
Do you know where the big barn is at the corner, Walter? You know this nice brand new
Yeah.
big barn?
Right
Well,
here?
yeah.
A real old fashioned big barn, right? That's theirs. That's where they live.
Corner of Route 9 and Sunnyside.
So it's right here at this end.
Big barn. Juxtaposed to the
Kilsers.
They have the big barn, numbers 518, 758, 7051. 52, 518, 758, 9448. One of Glendora's numbers is an answering service at the central office of Fairpoint, corner of Reformed Church and Route 9.
Yeah, did you people ever hear of
Royal
that?
Church.
Here, Greg, I brought you a
Does
calendar.
not require a telephone
What if we have to
instrument.
pick up the calendar?
That's for Greg.
No, thanks.
Did you ever hear of that, Walter? That requires no instrument. And it's only $3 a month, $4
It's
a
like
month.
an electronic answering system.
And yes, and it answers in the central office of the telephone company. I have no instrument for it. There is no
So
telephone.
how do you pick up your messages?
You dial a number in and you hit something.
Yes, I dial my number, right here. Now listen, this is it. This is how I get my messages.
What is Bob? Please.
Please enter your password. You have 1 new message and 2 saved messages. To listen to new messages, press 1.
Thank
To
you.
listen to saved messages,
And it's only $4 or $5 a month. There's no instrument. You don't even have to tell them your address.
Wow.
Well, you have to tell them address where to send the bill, but that's not necessarily your address.
Right.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
It's an answering service. Okay.
Huh. That's a good idea.
It is.
And it's through Fairpoint.
And you can, so you can have a cell phone and do it with a cell phone. Like if you didn't have, you know,
Yeah, I guess
your
you
own
could.
private home phone number.
Could you do that, Walter?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, you go through Fairpoint, then
Oh, right,
Fairpoint
Fairpoint.
don't have cell phones.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, that's right.
have to
Walter's
be
father
free.
worked for the telephone
What's
company.
Fairpoint's the phone company?
Yeah, that's
company.
your company.
Phone company computer.
What do you
Do
have?
you have to have a thing with Fairpoint? Do you have your
No.
telephone?
Well, no, you don't.
Fairpoint, you don't.
No, you
Well, then
don't.
why wouldn't it handle cell phones?
Yeah.
It should handle any phone number.
Sure. What, who do you?
No,
your phone
no, they
company?
give you the number.
Oh, okay.
They give you the number.
I gotcha.
And that's why I
Is this
think you...
the number that you put on your, when you broadcast things?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
Because
so you don't have people calling you at your house.
No.
Very good idea.
And I think you might like it for that too, but anyway, you just go over there and tell them you want it.
Yeah.
It's only $4 or $5 a month.
Huh.
That way, maybe you can get away from canceling your phone completely, and then just, you know, have that number dial in with a payphone and get your messages or something.
Right.
You don't have to
Yes,
phone.
go ahead.
Yeah, right.
Just saves
Nobody
money.
bothering you.
Okay.
Is that Mr. Dixon?
Yeah,
D-I-C-K-S-O-N?
$76 per month,
That is.
due on the 9th, that's that tea.
Barbara, what's your last name? Oh, play to Barbara. Oh, wait, no, what's that say?
Hey, to Barbara.
Cohen, Barbara Cohen.
Oh, Cohen,
What
Cohen.
was that? I was
Right,
reading
of
there,
course,
I
it's
forgot what
Cohen.
it was. But
Yeah,
right
you're
there,
down to
50
museum rent.
the museum rent is $75 a month, due on the 9th of the month, to be paid to Barbara Cohen, Amanda's Fireplace.
Which bank? Gotta let him in.
You can come over here, Mr. Gregory, if you wanted to.
Good, good,
Hey,
good.
George,
Yeah, right here for George.
how you doing?
Oh, with
Good.
Joe, there's no
I want to sign your name to everything.
Okay, good.
Sign you up for everything.
We're on page 25, George.
About 20,
Yes, 25.
25.
Yeah, we're-
Yeah, just the museum rent is paid to the Amanda's Fireplace over by the business over there, and
Yeah, I missed the page.
Right.
1871 Route 9H. Hudson, New York, 12534,
That's good.
518-828, is it 9337?
Ghent.
As a matter of fact, here
That's
is her.
Ghent, New York, isn't
That,
it?
yeah, Amanda's Fireplace, is that Ghent? I don't think it's,
It's where you bought your fireplace.
yeah, but it's Ghent, not Hudson.
It actually is
Yeah,
Ghent,
it-
Yeah.
but the post office
It's
makes it
Hudson.
Hudson.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Here it is. Here's her money order already,
Oh,
and
wait,
the other one is the electric
For the 9th,
Mhm.
okay.
and the Fairpoint. Okay. Yes, Mr. Gregg, you're on page 28, are you?
26, 26.
That's it, Bill. Good number 54, isn't it?
Number 54, it will be interesting to observe what our parents' father time and Mother Nature do to these careful plans.
What, oh, what?
Our parents, Father Time and Mother Nature.
Right?
Oh.
I
Doing
like
these
that.
careful plans.
I have to
Yeah.
remember that, so I never would have thought about that before. But, number 55, Marjorie Dugan Agresta,
Agresta. Yes, she's Daniel's friend.
may be
She's
able
a
to help
hospice
out.
nurse, folks. Hospice nurse.
May be able to help, 518-92, is it 929-1672?
Is that 929 in doubt? I think it is. It is a
Is
9.
it a 7 or 9?
929. George, let me give you a pen.
Then
If
518
there's any corrections like that, you can't read or whatever.
766-2471. Number 56, Gordon Howard Folsom, only surviving sibling is 207-582-3172. His son Stephen and Stephen's wife Terry are 207-582-3655. My brother's other son is Scott Folsom. Scott Folsom is in Vassalboro, Maine.
Yes.
Gordon lives in Gardner, Maine, and Stephen lives in Randolph, Maine. Number 57, my other brother Ralph Arnold Folsom Jr. died 2 years ago. His son is Ralph Edward Folsom, retired Maine State Trooper, and lives in Windsor, Maine.
He was a state trooper for 30 years.
God bless them.
All these municipalities are suburbs of Augusta. Number 50, John Roger.
Erskine.
Erskine.
What is that, E?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Barb?
E-R?
Yeah,
K-I-N-E.
Erskine.
Yeah.
Now, he came to George Dixon's and Linda Dixon's
Oh, yes.
house.
Okay, that was him. Okay.
Is the son of my sister, Helene. His number is, and then his face is blank.
No telephone number there.
His number is
Yeah, I gotta look that up for you.
number 59.
He's the Boy Scout executive, you remember, George?
Yes. And his wife or girlfriend is a nurse.
Yes, an orthopedic
Orthopedic.
nurse.
That's right.
Broken.
But
See,
who
I
we met
remember.
was his son, right?
Okay, my
Your nephew's
sister
son.
married Roger, James Roger Erskine,
It says right there.
and they had a son,
John.
John
Huh?
Roger Erskine, and he was in the Navy. And now John Rogers' son was the one who came to your
Yes,
house?
That's right.
Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Mm.
So it's actually your nephew's son.
Yeah, what is that, a grandnephew
Yeah,
to
I
me?
think so. I think it's a grandnephew.
Grandnephew. I,
Great
just,
nephew? No.
I wouldn't go so far to say he was grand.
Was he great?
Yeah, great,
nephew.
great, okay. Great.
The only
No.
thing great so far is when they come to pick up this great body.
Yeah, she's got that in there when we.
It's in there, George.
Comes to pick up this great body.
Glendora would like
Well, it is.
Barbara Slater to be power of attorney and to be here at time of death. To
Not the
enforce,
clothes of them.
And George Force.
enforce
Adamantly.
adamantly
No resuscitation, no
resuscitation in
hospital.
hospitals or no tubes or machines.
I can see you doing it. I want to tell you something. When Bonnie Dunham, I go back to Bonnie Dunham. By the way, James Dunham was the former mayor of Kinderhook Village. But anyway, when Bonnie Dunham's mother died at 95, and her mother had on the refrigerator, "Do not resuscitate."
Right.
The rescue squad insisted on it.
Right.
And finally, Bonnie said she's 95 years old. She didn't want it.
Right.
And they had to press on them. Finally, the rescue squad called and they left. But they were out to resuscitate.
Yeah.
Well, that's their job, you know.
Yes, that's right, George.
Well, they I know my neighbor across the street years ago,
Yes?
he had a do not resuscitate.
Yes.
He had the paper, the legal paper. And they took him from the house. By the time they got him to the hospital, he was intubated. And the wife had the papers in the cabinet in the kitchen. And because they didn't have it in their hands, they had to intubate him.
See that?
And then they had to keep him that way till she went to court and proved that he did not want to be resuscitated. He didn't want it to.
Oh
And then
my
it took
goodness.
it took about a week. He was on a respirator a week.
I'm gonna pull your wires.
So I don't know.
What I
We'll
heard from her, don't worry about it.
I don't know if you definitely. I don't know if you need some legal paper.
There it is right there. See, Greg, show it
No,
to
I
them.
don't know where it is. And
Greg,
that's
show
what I
it
would
to
have
them.
Give them.
Well, the legal paper is a health proxy that you're going to sign.
Yeah.
And you're going to be here to enforce that.
But it has
What
to
happens
have.
if she's not here, if she's away somewhere?
Yeah, that's bad.
What happens? And what
If
happens?
they
If,
travel.
Greg, show them that card.
because whenever you go
Yes.
into a hospital, they ask you,
Oh, here it is.
do you have a do not resuscitate? Do you have a living will? Do you have a this?
Health
Do you have
proxy.
that?
Health
Do
proxy.
you have the health care proxy?
And that's what you're going to sign.
Okay. there's
We're gonna go
be-
to a
and it
notary.
says on it what you want done and what you don't want done.
Yes, it does.
Right
But,
on there.
but it says right here, Greg was reading it, page 28.
Yes, I saw
No
that.
resuscitation,
I
no
saw that. I know
hospitals,
that
no
you-
tubes or...
I know what you want, but I want to make sure that legally I don't.
Yeah, you
they
have
don't
the
step
paper.
over me and say you don't have the papers for it. This is what we have to do.
Yeah, you do have the papers for it.
Is
Yeah,
this,
but then that's
Yep.
where I want to know.
That's-
That's not going to be. That's
That's
not
not
going to
notarized.
stand.
No, but your paper, honey, is back on page
You need an
21.
official seal.
Okay, but I'm going to need that. We're going to need that.
You and I are going to have it notarized.
That's
Yeah,
the
and we're
case,
going to need
I'll
a
say.
copy or something right here,
Glendora
Yes.
wants the
so
plug-
that I can pull
plug
it right
cord.
out and give it to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, because otherwise, like my neighbor across the street, he's gonna be, they're
I had
gonna
no idea that
take
the
you
time was
away.
such a-
Yeah, but you're not
Until I
because
have
you,
that paper in my hand, or whoever is here.
that's
I
right.
mean, if I'm not here, like Linda just said, it's true. What if we're away?
Yeah, I know.
Is that a